to my photography blog. We're heading out to St Catherine's Point this morning, down on the south of the Isle of Wight, to get the sunrise coming up past the iconic lighthouse down there. For the keen-sighted among you, you'll see this as a voiceover. Now, like a complete muppet, I managed to not connect the DJI mic that you can see around my neck with the Action 5 that I was recording on this morning, so the audio was absolutely terrible, so I do apologise for this. So there's a little bit of audio over the top where I found that the footage was unusable. But anyway, heading back, we are on the way down now to the south of the Isle of Wight, where we're going to check out and take some photos of this epic sunrise that's expected this morning. So it was a really chilly morning this morning. I had to scrape the ice off the car. It's -5 looking down at the dashboard here. So it's a pretty chilly morning, but that's good news because it means we've got clear skies. I just start to see a little bit of glow on the horizon, and it's looking good for our photo shoot this morning. A little bit of cloud's always good because it just adds a little bit more ambience to your photos. We're just wandering down now to the lighthouse, which is just coming around the corner now. I can see a beautiful glow in the sky this morning, which is really lovely. And there she is. Got the sun on it, or the morning glow on it already. It's another fab. So we're going to go. Plan is to go slightly out towards the far side, where the cottages are down there, and try and shoot it coming back. See the lovely glow behind, coming up over the horizon there. Looking good, looking good. Over here is where the sun's coming up. A little bit of cloud up here as we come round. See the lighthouse here. There's a couple of cottages down here, so we're going to walk down the path, head across the fields into this direction over here. That's the plan. Also got the drone with me as well, so once we get a bit of light, then we'll get that up as well, just to have a quick play. Just getting light enough now for the night mode on this Action 5 to start doing its thing. It was a bit too dark earlier. Just to see what I'll bring back on post. As far as lenses go this morning, I've got my 15-35 GM2 and also my 70-200 GM lens as well. Love both fantastic lenses, super sharp, and with the crop that you get with the A7CR with the 60 megapixel camera, you can get some quite cool shots with them without need of a lens of 200 to 400, etc. Last time I was down here, we were doing some Milky Way shots, which is very cool. So it's a different time of day now. Somewhere down here is a gate. We can go and have a look. This lighthouse was built in the mid-1800s. Not been manned for quite a while. I don't even know if people actually stay in it or use it as cottages at the moment. There's another building up onto the left over here as well. And certainly if you ever come this way, cottages here you can rent out. We're very lucky here because it's dark skies, so getting Milky Way shots down here on a clear night is absolutely fantastic. And with the lighthouse, it's quite a bit far away here, but you actually get two beams of light that come out either side here, which make for a really cool photograph. I'll pop one up on the screen so you can see it. Look at that sunrise, absolutely stunning, beautiful. Let's get the camera out, I felt. Look at that, absolutely stunning. Beautiful, beautiful. And you've got a bit of movement in the clouds up here as well, so with long exposure we could actually get some clouds running across there as well. Be a bit careful coming down here, it's a bit slippy. On my ass. One of my first shots there, just take you in that composition. Really. I had to use, haven't got a tripod out yet, so I've just bumped the ISO up to 1250 at 7.1, and it's just a bit risky at 125 at the moment because the IBIS of these cameras is generally quite good. So there's the first shot of the day. Nice little silhouette, hopefully. There's another one there. Look at that. The cloud is absolutely perfect this morning. That's gorgeous. I think I'm going to have to get the tripod out, guys, and catch a glimpse of this thing. It's absolutely stunning. There's my composition down on the camera, what I've done. As you can see there, it's sat on my tripod now. So I've managed to get this back down to ISO 100. This never comes out massively well with this little Action 5 because of the focusing. But as you see, 100 f8, I've put it down to 0.5, and I've just done manual focusing. I've just put it onto the top of the lighthouse here because it's a bit on in focus ideally. It's really sharp. So that's the live view, then down to the photo view, which I'll show you on the screen now. Once again, my audio has failed me again, but as you can see here from the clip, we found this leading edge path, and a bit further back there's a lovely one with a bench. Gave a leading line up to the lighthouse, so I set the camera up in portrait view and used the leading lines to lead up to the lighthouse again. Used manual focus just to select a bit further up the frame, sort of on the bank just before the lighthouse, which is the bit that I wanted to draw your eye to in the photograph. They're long exposure on that. I thought it'd be cool. It might be too something like that, did it? I just swapped onto the 7600 lens. Just looking at that composition there. To 100. F8 180 for the second there. Should come quite nicely in post with a bit of colour on the raw file. We're just hoping the sun's going to come up behind here and then get a sunburst, the sun just coming off the side of the lighthouse here. So, what a good morning. It's definitely worth coming down for. Sun coming up. Lighthouse, Mad Hat. Just waiting now while this sun comes up over the horizon below the cloud. Capture it on the Sony camera here. Then he's going to wander up the hill. That's absolutely beautiful. Absolutely stunning. If we'd have been, you can't quite see it, but on the left, I'll zoom in on the video here, maybe. On the left there's a boat, and if that had been probably about 5 miles to the right of it, it would have actually come up right in the silhouette of the sun. How cool would that have been? It's really cool. Just doing a little bit of video. So on the top of the camera here, I've got so I'll just flick it across into video mode. And then I've got the manual mode to set to 24 frames a second. One setting is set to 30 frames a second, and number two I've got set to 60 frames a second. So it's just very just a tool backwards and forwards. As you can see there, hopefully this will come out. Get that sun just coming up over the horizon this morning. It's like this, make it all worthwhile getting up for. It's just the night before you look and think, oh, do I really need to get up at that time in the morning and come out? And once you get down here, you get a view like that. Yeah, it just makes it all worthwhile. So cool. And actually, the bottom where we need to be is right where these cottages are. And it's so annoying to the sun. It's just literally here. We've got the cottages in the way. We really need to be a little bit higher up on the hill. So as you can see, the sun's coming up there. I wanted it ideally behind the... excuse me, sniffling. Let's put it back to 70mm again. Even there, it doesn't quite fit, does it? So, you can see what I'm going to try and do here is a post. So as I can't get the starburst off of the thingy, I'm going to try and get it off the top of the post here. So, just going to pop the f-stop up to f16 to get the sunburst. It might not work, but we'll give it a go. Yeah, we've got a little bit there. And it's just a case of moving very slightly left to right to pick up the... Well, that was such an epic morning this morning down there. Beautiful sunrise over the lighthouse. Managed to get a bit of drone footage, and obviously good company down there this morning as well. So we had a great time. Just back in the car now. Now we'll get the fun bit of heading back to home and do a bit of editing of the photos, which I'll pop up throughout the video and pop up a few at the end here. So if you've got any questions on any of it today, then obviously give me a shout out in the comments and come back. And as I say, what I want to do with the channel is do a bit more on the Sony A7CR and potentially a more dedicated video camera in the near future. Also a bit on the DJI projects that I use, like the Action 5 and the Pocket 3, and also on the falcam clamps and clips that I'm using for my photography. I'd say it's been great down there today. It's been great fun getting out in the countryside down by the sea here as well, getting a few photos. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again in the next video. So make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you again soon.